Welcome to Absolutely Essendon. We're incredibly excited about the big Anzac Day game coming up. How lucky are we as Don supporters to actually be involved in that game every year? How even luckier are we that we've got a pretty good side coming into that game?
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be probably the most anticipated Anzac Day game for many years, with Essendon and Collingwood both in the top four, and both in very good form. So I would expect that there's going to be at least 90,000 people, if not more, for this game. And what a fixture it's become over the years. And thank God it's still Essendon and Collingwood. And piss off to all those people that suggest that the Western Bulldogs and Fremantle should be playing it. It's just not going to happen. This is Collingwood and Essendon, and our brothers at Collingwood, and they are our brothers on Anzac Day.
Are they?
Well, not really.
No.
But either way, we will stand firm to always ensure that this is a Collingwood-Essendon game.
Yeah. What a big event. I mean, it's second. I feel like it's the second game to the grand final.
Oh, it is.
It's just huge.
Because at the grand final, it's all corporates, right? The theatre goers.
No, that's right.
Yeah, this is the game where the real fans
the big end of town.
They are, I think they only have 25,000 supporters at the grand final. The rest of them are drinking Chardonnays in the box.
Outrageous. Yeah. That's just despicable. But yes, and a big part of that, of course, of the promotion of the game is the great Kevin Sheedy, who delivered a number of premierships to the club. He has. Were you aware of that?
Yeah,
he
right,
has.
You're right.
And I mean, just what a great marketer of the game really he was as well, because he really sort of got that happening. I mean, from a respect point of view of the Diggers and their sacrifices, and he really helped create a moment of a national moment of acknowledgement, really.
Yes, absolutely, and I couldn't have said it better. I think Sheedy should be recognised for his incredible contribution to the day, not just the football match, but to the actual overall day, Anzac Day itself. And I think having this great game of ours being played on the day in front of the massive crowds at the MCG is just a wonderful sort of exclamation mark to the history and the sobriety of the day.
Yes, sobriety, somberness,
somber.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Can you fix that in the editing?
No,
phase?
I can't.
We if you know any good editors, no, you're doing a great job. And then of course Dreamtime at the G. He's just been behind so much. He's quite prolific. Have you ever met the dude?
I have. I mean, I'm certainly not the only Essendon fan that's had their moment with Kevin Sheedy, but I did have a moment with Kevin.
Tell us your moment.
It was many years ago, actually, probably either late 80s or very early 90s, and I was at a business meeting in a coffee shop in Toorak Road, the Deli. Some of you may remember
famous
it.
Institution.
But yeah, so I was having this business meeting, and Sheedy walks in, and he happened to know the person that I was with, and she called him over and said, "Come and sit with us." And of course, I was just inside was screaming with pleasure, and I was waiting for the moment for him to sort of give me an opportunity to reveal who I barracked for.
Right.
And it only took about 30 seconds. He said, "Oh, do you follow football?" And it was like, "Yeah, absolutely." And next,
on for young and old.
Who do you support? Oh, it's Essendon, actually, Mr. Sheedy.
Mr. Sheedy.
And from that moment onwards, we spent the next hour talking nothing but football, and he was absolutely happy to do that.
Yeah.
The lady that I had been meeting with, she just walked out. I didn't even notice that she'd gone. I think she'd had enough of it and walked out. But what an incredible meeting. And I'll just add one thing to that. It actually probably changed the fortunes of his career.
Right.
Because,
that meeting.
Yeah, because I made a simple suggestion to him, and I'm pleased to say that he took the advice.
What was that suggestion?
I mentioned to him that maybe Mark Harvey would be better playing in the back line, perhaps as a centre-half back.
Right.
He'd been playing in the half-forward position for most of his career, and he was just getting bashed up every week. He was getting thrown around like a rag doll.
Right.
And so, a change of position, particularly to the back line, was arguably a career saver for him, and he went on to become an All-Australian defender. So I have to take some credit for that.
How much sauce is on that pie?
There's no sauce. It was a coffee shop.
Right. So the very next week, you're saying he made that move. Harvey to the back line.
It was versus Geelong. He made the move against Geelong. We were playing them down at Cardinia Park.
If I wheel in Kevin Sheedy, He will.
Look, someone could go and do the research. If you go back, it was probably 90...
Someone please
maybe
do so.
90. It could have been 91. I can't remember the exact year.
Right, okay.
But if you're keen enough, you can go and look at the sides. And when we played Geelong in Cardinia, which wasn't that often,
right,
you'll see Mark Harvey lined up at centre-half back.
Right.
It's there
to
be...
All right.
Yep, I'm not making it up. What about yourself?
Well, I did. I met him as a kid, actually, and he used to come into our parents' deli, and he loved the vanilla slices, and he would always scoff one of those and love to hear them.
Were these homemade?
Well, they were from a French, upmarket French bakery. We used to sell the French bread, right? And that was part of the range. A couple of croissants, vanilla slices, very well dusted. Anyway, he was a huge fan. He would come in, grab a vanilla slice, maybe a couple of other things, talk football for a moment, and then he'd go down to the TAB, 2 doors down, and put on a quaddie. But always
big horse lover.
Yeah, he was. He
won a golden slipper, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah.
I forget the name of the horse, but he's a huge fan. But always loved talking footy and loved the fact that.
And apparently a big fan of this show too. So
thank you, Kevin,
Thanks,
for your support.
Well, that's amazing.
That is it.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. So that's the Kevin Sheedy Anzac Day wrap up. We just thought it was worth acknowledging.
Yeah, for sure. And I think you could spend a good couple of hours talking about Kevin Sheedy. There's just a couple of little anecdotes there, but what a great man! What a legend of our football club.
We're huge fans,
and
we don't buy
I'm
into
sure
the naysayers. We don't.
When we run out against the Pies on Anzac Day, he'll be there, and no prouder a man will there be in the great MCG.
As he should be.
Yep.
As he should be. Good on you, Kevin. All right, that's it.
See you next time.
We're done.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.